Everyone, welcome back in this channel. So in this tutorial you are going to learn on how to add a page border in a page in Microsoft Word. So basically a page border, it is added at the perimeter of a page. So you are going to do it practically. You can follow my pointer. So the first thing is to open on Microsoft Word. So for example, I'm going to use this document. So you are going to add different page borders on this document. So the first thing to do is to click on Design tab. So you can follow my pointer here. The first thing to do is to click on Design. You can see here, you're going to left click once. Then at the right hand side, you can see here, this is the page border. So you can follow my pointer. This is the page border. So you're going to left click once and it is going to open a menu of borders and shading, as you can see here. So there are different types of styles when adding a page border. So as I scroll downwards here, you can see different styles. For example, I'm going to use one. That is, I'm going to left click once on that one. Then on the side of color here, you're going to left click on this downward arrow here, and it is going to open a menu of different colors. So there are theme colors and also standard colors. So you can use a color of your choice. For example, I prefer using standard colors. For example, I can use green. So I'm going to left click once. So you can see here a preview of the page border. So on the width, this is the thickness of the width. For example, 3pt represents the thickness of the width of the page border. So we can customize it. For example, you can opt using 2¼ pt. That is the thickness of the page border. So you are going to left click once. Then after you are through with all that, you are going to left click on OK. So you can see here, you can see our page border is now applied. So a question may arise, how can I remove the page border? So there are two different ways of removing the page border. So the first thing to do is to click on page borders. Then as you can see here, this side there is none. You're going to left click on none and then click on OK. So you are going to remove the page border. So you can still use the undo button to remove the page border. For example, if this was our page border, you can see this is the page border here on the perimeter of the page. You can use the undo button. That is, you're going to left click once on the undo button and the page border will be removed. So we can still do another practical. So as I said earlier, the first thing is to click on page borders, then click on the style of your desire. So this time you're going to use art. So there are various page borders depending on different artistic designs. So you're going to left click once. So you can see different page borders. For example, I can opt using this one. So I'm going to left click once and then you can see a preview of the page border. So the next thing it is to change on the thickness of the page border. It is represented by this one, 3pt. So currently it is at that 1pt. Maybe you can try making it thinner. That is, you're going to minimize the width, maybe up to 15pt. Then I'm going to left click on OK. So you can see the page borders, the page border appear. Maybe you can have a full screen. This is the page border. Yeah. So we can still decide decide to change the thickness of the page border. So what you're going to do is we can still change the thickness. So what you're supposed to do is to go on design. This is design. So I'm going to left click once, then click on page borders. So on the part of the width, maybe you can try increasing the thickness maybe to 19. As you can see, there is a live preview of the changes in the thickness of the theme. So maybe you can try using 20pt as the thickness. So you're going to left click once. You can see here our page border. So we can still try using a different page border. So as we said earlier, we are going to left click on page borders, then click on, we have different artistic page borders. So you are going to left click once. Maybe this time we can use, let's use this one. So you're going to left click once and then you're going to change, you're going to customize on the thickness of the page border. At this time it is at 12pt. So we can still make it thicker. For example, you're going to make it at 19pt, then you're going to left click on OK. As you can see, these are a new page border. So maybe you can have a full screen so that you can have a better view. This is the page border now here. So we can still remove the page border. So as we said earlier, there are two different ways. The first thing it is to click on page borders, then click on none, and then click on OK. Alternatively, you can use the undo button to remove the page border. For example, if this was a page border, for us to remove it, you're going to left click on the undo button. So basically, that was the basic procedure of applying a page border in Microsoft Word. So if you're new in this channel, consider subscribing, sharing, and also comment, and also remember to hit on the notification bell so that you'll always be notified on our new uploads. Thank you.